Hello. Last video I talked about how to use Excel VBA to work with the SQL database. So uh, I did set up one SQL database with IT together. So this is my coding. So you from the left side you can see I saved all my coding here from such as after you made created the database, so you need make a table. So this you can use a different way to make a table or delete the table. So for this one, I want to show you one code about the create a table. So here the code. So you can see the coding is very similar as working with Access database, but this one, remember, yes, you need to go to the reference one to check the library you will use a ADO library. So you can see, because we use this one is used the SQL Server. It's depend on the driver of your computer, also the driver on the SQL Server setup. So sometimes you may need a different driver to run this connection string. So from here you can see, because I use Windows authentication, so there's no password or username. That's all controlled by your IT department. So this same collection string. So once you connect it, you can create a table like this way. So the table field the name and what's the type is data type, and it, is that required data or not. So this thing you need a little bit time to be familiar with the SQL uh, language. So even you use Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, you still need this basic knowledge to program to create a table there. So this is the way there. This is simple thing. You can see how simple it is. You create a new table in SQL database. So after you create a table, you need to save data. So this the same insert clause with the access. So, but here the thing is for the connection driver, I didn't use SQL Server. Actually, used the SQL OLEDB. So for this one, you need to add this like domain controlled security setup. So they will once this one there, they will automatically use the Windows authentication. So this the setup different. You can see if you use SQL or OLEDB. Um, I run into some issue in the middle because the SQL Server, so I switched to OLEDB, and from that on, everything works fine. So the same thing is you just use the insert function, so that insert in the table, this table, and ID with this one, execute the command. So this setup coding is for this OLEDB. So yeah, that's a simple thing. You can insert all data you need once you create a table. So this is two different ways, different drivers to connect to the same SQL server. From under the module, you can see I have different connection check and also how to add a column, delete a column, copy row, and move files, save files, list column. list column name, list database user, list table. Another important function I set up is the setup trigger. So create instead of trigger. This is a great tool to protect your table be modified by unauthorized user. So yeah, so you can see it's once you started, it seems you can quickly uh, learn that.